Welcome back, drum fan. We're so excited that you're here today because we're going to talk about one of the biggest struggles that drummers have to deal with on a daily and consistent basis, and that is moving equipment. If you are a real drummer, you know how difficult it is to move equipment. I mean, the drums are just big. Anything drums is big. And the problem is that there are so many few options out there to be able to move drums. Today, I'm just gonna give you a couple of tips of things that I use to move my drums efficiently and effective to be able to go to my gigs and how I store them. So jumping right into it, one of the things that I consider most important in drum care and drum transportation is drum bags. Drum bags literally protect your drum when you're moving them and or transporting them to wherever they need to go. So you should really consider investing into drum bags. But there are two types of drum bags. There's the soft, the soft shells or the soft bags, which is just like this kind of material that's super soft. I don't know how to describe it. It's just soft. And then you have the hard shells. So the hard shells are made out of a strong plastic, almost like a fiberglass kind of thing. They're very expensive compared to the soft shells. But when you are taking care of your drums, you should consider buying a case and or hard cases to protect your equipment. It's a worthy investment for thousands of dollars that we spend. The second thing that you should consider is getting a hardware case. Now, dude, if somebody would have told me 10 years ago, you should get a hardware case, I would have been like, you know what, I don't need to spend the money on it. But it has been a game changer for me. Having a hardware case has saved my life so many times because hardware is expensive. Mic stands, drum thrones, everything is so expensive when it comes to that. And getting a good hardware case will save you time, effort, and energy before a gig or after a gig. So really, you should buy a hardware case. The next thing that you should definitely consider buying is a dolly. So if you don't know what a dolly is, it's a steel hand truck. It's basically designed to pick up heavy things, and I recently got the Gorilla Dolly. It holds up to 800 pounds, and you can transform it into different ways. You can either, carry it laying back, or you can turn it into a little cart, and you can put all your drums on there. So I've been using that to transport my drums in and out of gigs and putting it on the on my car. It's been great. I love it. And I mean, it was a decent price. It was like $150 for one. So it's something that you should consider in investing. Now, keep in mind that this video is not for you to be like, oh, this is the cheapest options. These are just the best options in my book of what I use and what you should consider in getting. So now, having in mind that you get a dolly, the other thing that you should consider is getting some ratchet straps. Now, ratchet straps are just something to hold down your equipment while you're moving it on the dolly so that way they don't fall off. And I've bought these ratchet straps recently and they work really well. So I recently bought the Smart straps. They were really cheap. They were $20 for $4. It was a great price. I got them at Lowe's and they have worked miracles. I mean, they hold down everything really well. And this thing combined with the dolly, it's just amazing. So really, the other thing you really need to move drums and make your life easier is getting these dolly straps or these ratchet straps. They are great. And if you play percussion, one of the things that you should absolutely consider, aside from getting a conga case and rolling wheels and all that stuff, is getting a suitcase. Get a suitcase for all these little percussion things that you may have. It's so annoying carrying shakers and tambourines and all that stuff consistently while having a place to transport them and store them. I recently put all of my stuff on a suitcase, on a Coleman suitcase. It was super cheap. I've had this suitcase for years just laying around the house. And I recently decided, you know what, I'm just gonna use this suitcase to put all my percussion equipment in there. And it's been a blast, it's been great. I just haul it left and right. No problem, easy to store, and it looks good. And last but not least, a car. That's what you need. We're just not gonna go into details. That's just, you just need a car. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let me know what your ideas are. I would love to hear your perspective and how you do things. All right, guys, peace.